My people, they said Queen Naomi now. Queen Naomi has come out with all the dragging, all the accusation, everything up and down, back and forth that has happened in the palace. They said she has come out to take the blame. That she does not blame anybody, but she blame herself. That she has allowed things to go the way it's happening now. That if she has not left the palace in the first place, these things will these women will not have chance to come to the palace, and also they will not have chance to be dragging her and all those stuff. They said now right now she's saying that okay, she's sorry because it is her fault that because she left, that was why Oni went and got married to these six women, and that Oni did what he did just to get back at her. That she understood that part very well, because you know when you are with a man and you leave the man will want to show you that you are nobody. Like, without you he can actually live, without you he can actually move on, without you he can do his thing. You understand? That is exactly what they said Oni had Oni displayed by getting married to these six women almost at the same time. And they said Queen Naomi is like, okay, shebi people came out recently and were protesting that the reunion marriage will not hold, that she's this, she's that, started calling her names and all that. That there's no problem, that all what they called her, all the blame that she showed her is she accepts that she agreed to all the blame, that they can drag her, they can do whatever it is they want to do with her, that she agreed because it is actually her fault. If it has not been her fault, they will not be here today having all this talk about reunion marriage, and some people coming to protest against it and everything, all the back and forth stories. And they say she started counting that, imagine, that before she even came to the palace, that she was just living her life, she was okay, she was doing her thing. She never believed that she will end up marrying the Ooni. That in fact, when they started telling her about getting married to this man, that she actually vehemently rejected it, that she didn't even want to have anything to do with the Ooni. Not until after her mom started convincing her, her friends, family, people around her, that the pressure excuse me, that the pressure was so much on her. The pressure was just too much, that she could not even bear it. She couldn't bear it, like sorry, my people. So they said she could not bear it. Oh, please, I'm under the weather, okay? Please, I'm sorry. And so they said she could not bear it at all. She could not just bear it, because of the pressure. This one will come and talk. This one will come that. In fact, it even went to the extent that even her church members started mounting pressure on her. Is he said the reason why these things were all happening was that because she was scared. Because one, she knows that okay, nobody will get married to the Ooni without passing through one or two of these palace rituals and all that. That was why she was skeptical at the first place, not to accept, not to agree to have anything to do with the palace, nor even getting married to the Ooni. But after all said and done, she prayed, she did all what she could, and she just have to forge ahead. And they say there's this ceremony that actually took place that she will never forget. This ceremony that took place when they got married to her was that splitting of blood. Yes, he said there's this, it's like come her to the palace, there was a blood that was split. They split blood, down, whether she crossed the blood or something. She just mentioned sha that there was splitting of blood when she was during the ceremony of her entering the palace as Oni's wife. At that point she was like, you see, this is the reason why she didn't even want to have anything to do with Ooni, because why, that she does not want to participate, she does not want to be involved in all those things. That in fact, because of that single incident that happened then, that some person started dragging her, some men of God, some some of her friends in the ministry, even some of her church member were now going against her, castigating her. That imagine, she that is teaching them not to involve in all these traditional things, she that is teaching, telling people not to be doing all those things. How come she is now the one participating? What is the meaning of that blood they saw, this that they split? Before her, what is the meaning of that? Is that one biblical? Is those things biblical? Why is she this? Why is she that? She said that was even another thing that made that got her confused, that she was just like, what will I do? This is the reason why I said I don't want to have anything to do with the palace. This is the reason why I said I don't want to have anything to do with the palace. What is all this? They started dragging her up and down. She said, now what will she do? What we should do, what do you people want me to do? Already she has entered. There was nothing she could do again. You're welcome back again to my channel. Nice meet you here once again. It is my pleasure to have you here. If you are here and you are yet to subscribe, kindly help me hit the subscribe button and also turn on the notification bell. Give this video a thumbs up. Thank you so much. So my people, they said it's not a small thing. These were the reason why they said, Queen Naomi at that time, at that point in time in her life, she got confused and she was feeling so bad. She feel guilty. She feel, that she could not even explain what she was feeling after all everything. Because you see, it was later she started telling her mom that, Mom, you see why I said I don't want to have anything to do with this marriage. I didn't want to marry this man. Why? Because I did not want to start participating in all those things. In fact, he said after all that, she started hearing funny stories about her. People started dragging her, calling her all sort of names. They started saying that it was not even Ooni that was her first man, that she used to follow so person, she used to follow that one, she used to follow that one, that she's not a prophet. That they started spoiling her name. They started castigating her. That she cried. In secret, she was crying. People will see her outside thinking that she is happy, but when she come back inside, when she's alone, she cry all through the entire time. Most of the time, she will just be crying in her chamber. It is only Oni that always understand that she's always crying, and her mom, because when they come to meet her in her chamber, the way they usually see her, they will just, especially her mom will just be petting her. Please, I'm sorry, I didn't know it would be like this, because they said you will not participate in all these things. I didn't know they will split blood. See, look at now, just from this small ceremony, look at how they are castigating your name, calling you different names and everything. Say, Mom, sure, you have seen it now, you have seen what is happening, and this is exactly the reason why I didn't even want to have anything to do with the palace. So why what is all this? So because of that, what has happened in the past, and how she accepted, she agreed to marry Onyorisha, and everything that happened, all the ceremony, splitting of blood and everything, that was where her problem started from. Okay, the dragging, started from that. Some person started saying that, wait, who even ordained her as a prophet? Who said that she's a prophet? Different talk, different things started, happening, different stories. Okay, now as we speak, because of what has happened in the past, they said Queen Naomi has come out to own up that yes, it is her fault, that whatever it is they are saying, whatever it is they are doing, that she cannot blame anybody, and she cannot hold anybody accountable, because of course she brought this upon herself. Yes, she brought this upon herself by accepting to marry the Oniorisha, because she should have known that the person of her caliber, the person of her class, supposed not to have anything whatsoever to do with your new Orisha. Because now people have started saying, did she hear from God before she got married? If actually she called herself a prophetess, why did she now marry Orisha? She should have seen the future to know that this marriage will not work out, that she will not last in that marriage, that she will eventually leave. Or did she see it like that and she still enter? Or is it that she's not really a prophetess, she's just parading herself as a prophetess, and all this rumor up and down? In fact, that is the reason why they say Queen Naomi just came out and said, yes, I take all the blame because of this recent protest against her and everything. She said, yes, with full chest, I take all the blame. Anything you guys like, say it is my fault. Okay, I don't blame anybody. I can't ask why, or what are people doing, why are people saying all those things. I will not come here and drag anybody. I will not come here and blame anybody. Why? Because it is my fault, okay? Because I brought all this upon myself. So my people, this is the gist that is making round allegedly. Oh my people, one thing I always tell you guys is that whatever you hear me say here, please, they are all alleged stories. They are not for sound information, okay? As I get my gist in the street of social media, I come here and also relate it with you guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for standing by. I love you all. I appreciate you. God bless you till I come your way again. Bye for now.